to dig. Home to the Maryland Terrapins, where the fans are eager to welcome visitors into the shell. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Virginia Tech Hokies and the Maryland Terrapins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. The ground game is crucial today. With a freshman quarterback, they know they can rely on their senior running back to attack. He is a great safety blanket. If they get in trouble with the quarterback, they can just hand it off. The ground game will be important. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And the Terrapins will kick off first, and here we go. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking downfield, it's Ryan. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw. It falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
They boot it away on 4th down. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. to adjust the pattern. The run inside. It's Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Washington. Unloads to the right. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions. He just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Caught. He gets it in. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll bring it out. It's Manning. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Terrapins will get things going on offense as they come onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Buys a little time.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
To throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Here's the pressure. And they got it.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Durham. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time.
Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. The give is to Williams. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice a safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down. Because the RPO game's been a problem.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Washington. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Fleming. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play and they pick up a 1st down. And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. That's it for this period, and it's Virginia Tech on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Back to pass. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Terrapins! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, how about the design of the play? Doing a great job. Get it to your man, your running back, now turn receiver in space, and let him do damage. Let him catch the football. He can do the rest. Be that special player in space that you know he is, and get into the end zone.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Scanning the field, it's Ryan. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got a man, it's Green. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. Breaks the tackle.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Running inside, it's Hawkins. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
They want to run this quarterback. Gets away from one, finds some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the Hokies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The run inside. It's Overton. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Heath. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Pulls it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to third and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on third down.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. We get a timeout here taken by the Terrapins. That will be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They run into a bit of trouble here. Third and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Looking for a man. It's Ryan. Complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Finds his man. It's Howard. Continues to fight for yards. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Found a seam. He'll work his way down to the 28.
And that was chaos from the beginning. Quarterback scrambling, he's outside the pocket, and he's just looking for somebody to dump the football off to, and there he is, Johnny on the spot, the running back, staying with his QB, being a viable target, making the catch, turning upfield, and getting a big gain on third down.
And the Terrapins, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That last connection just a hair short of the first down, but it opens an array of opportunities on second and short. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The Terrapins pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now.
Touchdown, Maryland! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead. There was just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Virginia Tech wants to take a moment. They called their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Ryan. Gets it to him on the screen. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest, taking on the number 5 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Demon Deacons, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course, so how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. Throws to the tight end. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. 2-hand catches are preferable, not always necessary. Sticking the big mid up there and hauling it in.
And how about the play by the tight end, bailing his QB out? Because that was not a perfect throw, but he just stuck out that big paw and reeled it in.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
And the Terrapins are flying down the field. The give is to Williams. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
To the air, it's Washington. Moves around to clear up the vision. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put them down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Bringing the heat. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Looking to throw, it's Ryan. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Fleming. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, third and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's too high and too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Did as he throws. Complete in the middle. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This third down a little longer after that penalty. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. Quick with the spin move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins! They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and trailing late, they've got to get to work here. Back to throw, it's Ryan. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
Rides to back and leaves it. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Smith. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Back to throw, it's Washington. Makes the grab, into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Got a little space. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll go right back to it. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll run the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
That's caught. It's Howard. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, the defense dialed up the blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked to get that completion.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Smith. Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
The Terrapins really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
He's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Terrapins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
And the Hokies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides to the back. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Leaves it with the back. Might have a chance. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now.
Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Quarterback keeps it, and they'll nose it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it for the play and for the game. Timeout is called with just a single second left. After this, it'll be a wrap. He'll keep it again on the option. And he will go nowhere on the final play of the game. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.